Well, all right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Love Coach Sessions Live. I'm your man, KTJ, and this is Love Coach Sessions Live, the place where we get into it. We talk about dating, we talk about relationships, we talk about love, we talk about all of it. And today is no different. Today, we're talking about, is he controlling or in control? I'm going to give you I'm gonna give you at least five ways to understand if a man is controlling or is in control, and how to know the difference. And so, welcome to the show, you guys. I'm KTJ. I am a dating and relationship coach, and this is the place where we have that conversation about relationships. And some of these things come to me from various different places, right? I have these conversations, and speaking of that, if you need a one-on-one coaching session, hop up in here. And matter of fact, I'll go ahead and drop the brand, the banner right now, just so you can see, so you guys can get in there and send me if you got a topic that you want me to cover, send it over here right there. If you are looking for a love coach session one-on-one, boom, I'm your man. We're going to do it together. We'll make it happen. All right. And so if you guys stay to the end, I'll let you know I got a special announcement. Please stay to the end of this show to get in on this special announcement that I have. I haven't talked about this before, but I got a special thing going on, and I want you guys to be in on it. All right. All right. So let's talk about it. Let's get into it. And we got the chat box. It is available to you. All right, jump over there and let us know that you're in the house. Let us know you're in here, you're with us, and you're rocking with us. And if you have a suggestion on this topic, look, put it in over there. And if you're watching this on the replay, put your suggestion, your comment down below. All right. So let's get into it. Enough of that. Is he controlling or in control? Now, this topic came to me from one of my friends who is a single lady who is looking for love, and she's seeing this guy, right? And she likes this guy because he's a manly man. Manly man. I want y'all to follow these stories here today, these storylines. Okay. He's a man who knows what he wants. He commands his own life. He's a go-getter. It's kind of a high-value man. It's what they call him today, right? He knows what he wants. He's all about it. He's very very focused on what's right for him, and he is single. Now, you might imagine a guy like that. He's probably got a lot of women. He's probably got a lot of choices. Let's say. I'm not going to say he's got a lot of women. A guy like that's got a lot of choices. He's got options. All right. And she's a beautiful lady too. So she's got options, but this guy's got options, right? So because he runs his life in a kind of structured way and of course, a structured way means whatever he's doing is the most important thing to him. That is actually attractive to women. A man who's focused in on what he's doing, and there's a disciplined life. I'm making this up, but he probably eats right, probably exercises, probably does those same things all the time. And that is very attractive. It's kind of like, being attracted to a man in uniform, because he's got discipline and he's got strength. He's got inner strength and all of that. Right. So this guy, she's interested in this guy, but he only really seems interested in himself, right? And so, but when he is talking to her, it's kind of in a controlling way. Do this, do that, do the other thing, right? Now, on the surface, a man who's in control can be very attractive to a woman. A man who's in control could be a good leader in the right situation, right? He's really what many of the women who are single are looking for. A man they don't have to tell everything to do. He's in control. He's managing this and he's managing that. But there's a thin line between management and controlling. Okay, being a good manager, being an excessive manager, and being controlling, being a type A personality. doesn't work for a lot of people. And I'll tell you what, it looks attractive on paper. It looks attractive from afar, but up close, it takes something to be disciplined that way. And if you don't want to live that disciplined kind of life, that is not the guy for you. Okay. So if you look at somebody and you're saying to yourself, you know what? I like that. I like a man who's self-motivated and he's disciplined. There's a cost to being with that guy, right? I've known women who said, I want to be the preacher's wife. Like they like that idea of being next to the power. That everyone is paying attention to, who directs the traffic and everybody follows, right? But there's a cost to being next to that guy. The cost is he belongs to the people. Okay? His heart belongs to the people and his work belongs to the people. So therefore, you have to share him with the people. Everybody can't handle that. You have to show up when you don't want to show up. Everybody can't handle that, right? There are certain things you have to give up in order to be with that kind of man, right? Hey, LaDonna, and you're right. You know what? It's not for everybody. A man who's running a multi-million-dollar business, right? You understand that when his check comes home, it's gonna be on and popping, right? It's gonna be it's gonna feel good to have all the excesses that come with a wealthy man, right? But understand, if this guy is a wealthy guy and he's running his own business, or he's a high-end business owner and runner, guess what? That means he's probably going to have to work late. That means he's probably going to have to get there early. That means he's probably going to be involved with the day-to-day. He's going to have stress. He's got to go out of town. He's got to do all these things. So be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. Hey, Demetria, LaDonna's in the house. I know you was talking about the preacher's wife. I know. All right. So talking about controlling versus being in control. Now, I can tell you, like, there's a really thin line, and it probably depends on the person who's asking, right? Because the same person who might call the guy controlling, that might just be because you see him as controlling, but he understands that he's got to be, you could say, a control freak in some ways. If you're trying to head up something and make something happen, because there's always fires to be put out, right? If you're trying to achieve anything in this life, there's a lot of fires that got to be put out. Like you're a professional firefighter, like you're just putting out fires all day, right? And that can happen. But you know what? That is not for everybody. All right. So let's get back to the story. So the young lady, she talked to me. She said, you know what? This young man is he's all about himself. And he doesn't ask me about my day. He's just all about himself, and he's just not into anything that I got going on. So, my thought is that he is for somebody. All right. So I pulled up something good. I got a few tips for you guys, a few signs that a man is controlling. So we're going to talk about what is controlling, and then we'll talk about controlling. We'll talk about control. All right. So I'll give you five good ones of five good signs that a person is controlling. All right. Number one, he keeps you from your family and friends. I'm talking about isolation. Ask you, why do we have to go to your mother's house all the time? Why does your sister have to call here all the time? Tell your sister to stop calling here. Tell your brother to just leave us alone. How come you got to go over there? How come we can't work with our family? Now, as you guys imagine, on the surface, there's nothing wrong with that, right? But you have to watch it, because it becomes more and more, and you're at your mama's house less and less. You're speaking to your sister less and less, and next thing you know, you're not talking to any of them because it makes him upset. You ever seen those people who have to get off the phone when their man comes home, or get off the phone when their woman comes home. Because look, I'm saying man, but y'all understand that women do the same stuff. I'm only saying man because it was presented by a lady about a man. But women do this very same stuff. Women can be controlling as well. Yes, they can. All right. So the isolation happens. You have to watch out for isolation. It's so subtle. And it seems so harmless. But the next thing you know, you're no longer seeing the people who are important to your life. And next thing you know, you've got nobody to talk to. And you started off with a bunch of friends. You had cousins and friends and uncles and everybody to talk to. And now you're isolated and got nobody to communicate with. Hey, Tammy, you are correct. It happens way too often. All right. So here's a second sign that the person is controlling. Listen to this. This is a good one. You find yourself apologizing all the time. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And then eventually he's going to say, stop being sorry. Why are you so sorry? Because that's going to be annoying. And then you're now feeling the pressure of abuse. This stuff is actually emotional abuse. This is what they call emotional abuse. Okay, so if you find yourself apologizing all the time, you are with a controlling person. There's some people who will offend you and ask you to apologize to them. Right? They talk to you all sideways, but wants you to apologize to them. They said offensive things to you, maybe even called you out of your name, and they want you to apologize to them. Yes, you are in a controlling situation. All right. Next, the third one is you're hiding things from him, innocent things. You start hiding stuff, hiding money, hiding where you're going, hiding innocent things, though. Innocent. It's not even that big a deal, but you hiding. That is a sign of somebody controlling because, um, you know, you don't want to cause conflict. Guess what? You should never have to live in a way that doesn't cause conflict, under pressure to not cause conflict. So you're not saying anything. So things are wrong and you're not saying anything about it. Things are not as you pleasing to you, but you know what? You want to keep the peace so badly, you won't say a word. You are being controlled. All right. I hope somebody's listening tonight. All right. Number 4, check this out. He thinks he's right all the time, and his love is conditional. He thinks he got all the answers. Mr. Know-it-all. Mr. Know-it-all is a form of control, of being controlling. Got all the answers. And always thinks he's right. He's right. His way is right. The way he was raised was right. The way he does it is right. He's right. He's right. He's right. Wow. LaDonna says, my ex used to check my work punches. Sheesh. He's right. You're wrong. Are you always wrong? Even a clock is right twice. A broke clock is right twice a day. Why are you always wrong and apologizing for being wrong? And he is always right. His way is right. His thinking is right. How he was raised was right. His thoughts were right. And I'm saying his because, again, it was presented to us by a woman. But I'm telling you, women do the same stuff. This is not towards only women, only towards men, because women do the same exact things. All right, can be very, very controlling. And men find themselves in the same situation. All right, look, the next one is he treats you just like a kid, talks to you like a kid, refers to you like a kid, talks down to you like he's your father. You feel more like a father daughter relationship more than a mate. I'm telling you, you are being controlled. You're in a controlling situation. He won't let you have no money, won't let you have no space, won't let you have social media. I've heard of men telling their girls, look, if you're going to be my girl, you can't have social media. You got to delete your social media to be with me. That is controlling. Because that means that's a way of cutting off communication to the people in your surroundings and in your environment. All right. So, hey, what's going on? Carmisha, Cupcake is here. All right. So look, so that's controlling, man. Listen, and I know, look, and if some of you have had some of these situations happen in your life, I want y'all drop your comment down below if you know what it is, and you know, let us know. Share maybe your situation that may have happened, and you found yourself in a controlled situation. Now, so let's flip the script now. I told you about being a controlling man. Is he a controlling man or in control? Let's talk about in control. An in control man feels confident in himself that he can lead the people who is in his circles. Okay. Confident in himself, self-confident, but he's a self-confident to lead. And he understands that if you are leading, you are a servant to the people that you're leading. All right. He's a servant to the people that he's leading. He's not to be always be worshiped and to be listened to, but he's there to listen. That's a man that's in control. A man that's in control, when you're on the journey, he'll listen to the people in his circles who he has put trust in. That they're going to know, they're going to be able to understand. They understand the vision and where we're going, right? But only one person can take the lead and go, right? So this is important, you guys, because in relationships sometimes I'll hear people say, you know what, our relationship is 50-50. Our relationship is 50-50. Nobody's in charge of nobody. Nobody's in control of nobody. And I'm telling you, that's not realistic. That's not realistic, right? Opening the door for you, putting his hand, I got to turn so you can see me in the camera, putting his hand behind your back and opening the door for you is loving control. When a man walks on the outside, you're walking down the street, a man walks on the outside of the street, holds your hand, you're on the inside. Guess what that is? That is loving control. Look, we're not talking, we talk about loving control. Okay. When a man asks you your opinion, thinks about what he was thinking about, and makes a decision based on the two, that's loving control. Okay. Now, did I say he listens to you and does everything you say? No. Okay. Because that's not good for a man to do that. But it is good for him to listen to you, think about what his idea, put the two together and do what's right for everybody. That's loving control. A man who's looking out for the entire and the supportive of the group. Loving control. Look, you need somebody who's in loving control. Loving control, right? Not in love with control. There's a difference. Loving control. Okay. loving control is a man who can come and support his woman in her ventures, in her activity, right? And don't have to be a part of the shine. He can say, look, I'm here as a support to her. Loving control. Baby, come this way. Let's go this way. Let's put your coat on. Let's get out of here. Let's go home. Right? Loving control. Not, I said we leaving and we leaving. Not that. I'm talking about loving control. To the point that you as a woman, you should be able to feel comfortable that, you know what? He's driving. I can put my seat back. I don't have to be like, where you going? Now this is something, you guys. Yeah, ladies, come on, let's talk about it. Y'all can do that sometime, right? Where you going? Why are you going this way? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? You never listen to me. Hold on. If you want to have a man with loving control, you got to know how to speak to a man and let him know that you have confidence in him, but have him be looking to you as his partner for loving control. You're in partnership for loving control. Okay? That's right, LaDonna. Not competing. We're not competing. You don't need somebody who you have to compete with. You got too much life that's you got to compete with. You don't need somebody who you need to compete with. You need somebody who's got loving control. Loving control, right? So, as we talk about this, you guys, I want to make sure you guys understand this, right? And can you identify controlling versus loving control? Can you identify it? Can you see it when it comes? Because look, sometimes they can feel like the same thing. When he says, you know what? I want to spend more time with our family. Why do we have to go to your mother's house every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, every Easter, guess what? He might have a point. Right? Because a man is generally going to want to build his own family and his own situation. And there's nothing wrong with that. You have to respect that. But you also have to be careful that this stays in loving control and you don't find yourself distancing yourself from the people that you love. It can happen so fast. And you know, sometimes you feel like, you know what? I don't need to say anything because he's got it. He leads me. He guides me. Okay. It's a thin line. Okay. And when you object to what he says, how does he take that? Is he like, okay? Or does he have to be right all the time? If a man has to be right all the time, you're speaking to his insecurity, not to his security, not to his strength. You're talking to his weakness. So that guy has to be. You gotta have this conversation, man. Definitely gotta have these conversations. Loving control. I love that. Everybody put that in there. Hashtag loving control. You need loving control. Loving control. And I can tell you this. Listen to this, you guys. You can talk to a man and help him understand loving control, right? Because see, look, there's some men, they're they just like, sheesh, I ain't doing nothing. Right? But you can talk to a man. You want to know how do you get to loving control? I'm not gonna give you all of it today, but I'll give you a little bit. Look, you get a man to loving control, you encourage whatever you see him doing right now. Encourage it. You know, when you see him open the door for you? Something very simple, but we discount it like it's no big deal. He opens the door for you to get out the car. You say to him, you know what? I love when you open my door and let me out the car. It makes me feel whatever it makes you feel. Safe, special, like a gift. Whatever it is that you want to say it is, right? But understand, whatever you want from a man, start appreciating the little things that you see him doing. My man takes you by the hand, walks on the outside towards the street, and you walking on the inside of the sidewalk. You grab his hand and rub his back and say, I feel so good with you. You always keep me safe. God must have sent you my way because you keep me, you make me feel so special. I'm telling you, listen to this. There's nothing that makes a man feel more masculine than a woman, and a woman who's appreciative of what he brings to her life. I'm telling you, there's nothing. I'm giving y'all some nuggets tonight. There's nothing that makes him feel more masculine. I got my pen and paper. Yes. There's nothing that makes him feel more masculine than appreciation. Appreciate the little things you see him do for you. And watch him do more of what you praise. Whatever you speak will increase. If you speak all the stuff that he's doing wrong, guess what? That will increase. But if you speak the things that are he's doing right, that means you're taking notice. That means you're not looking for fault. You're not looking for fault. You're looking for fellowship. You're looking for connection, togetherness. And I'm telling you, it works. It works. It works. All right. Good, 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 good. The small things, yes, make the biggest impact. You have no idea how much impact the small things make. So you got to watch this and look. And so I'm gonna take you back the other way now. If he is controlling, right? Don't just go along with it, and don't just get in his face either. Look, if he is controlling, you can pull back on him and say, you get quiet on him. Look, you can get quiet on him. And he said, look over there and said, what's wrong with you? I'm just, what's wrong? They're like, listen, a man wants to know what's wrong with you. Okay. And you just say, I didn't feel love from what you just said. I didn't feel love. I didn't feel supported from what you just did. I didn't feel comfort. You know that comfort I feel? That safety I feel when you grab my hand and you walk on the outside and I walk on the inside and I tell you how safe I feel? I didn't feel safe when you said what you said. My man will start correcting his behavior. He'll start correcting his own behavior. I don't, when we talk sometimes, I don't feel heard. I don't feel like you're listening to me. He gonna say, I listen to you. I listen to you. And then you just get quiet. Say, are you really listening to me? So listen to this, y'all. Ladies, y'all do the opposite a lot of times. You get louder. You don't listen to me. You need to do the opposite. And you get softer. You don't listen to me. You don't listen to me. I say things and it seems like you don't care. You don't. I'm talking just above a whisper. Look, I'm giving y'all the game tonight. I'm talking just above the whisper. You don't listen to me. Do you care how that makes me feel? And I'm telling you, that listen, emotions from those kind of emotions. Now, you can't do it all the time and be crying and all the time. Oh, you don't listen to me. No, don't do that. Because that then he'll just get used to you crying and it won't be no big deal. But I'm telling you, um, using your femininity will get you everything you need. Y'all don't even know. Ladies, you don't even know the power of your own femininity. Hey, it works. Mickey said, I'm a pro at getting quiet. Yes, it works. It's the power of your femininity. And many of you don't recognize your own power. You don't use it to your advantage. Trust me, you have an advantage. And femininity, I got this saying that I've been saying recently that femininity is undefeated. Femininity is undefeated now and it always will be. Has never been defeated and it never will be. One of the strongest forces on God's green earth is femininity. And the more you use it, the more it works for you. The more feminine you are, the more masculine you actually make him feel. Believe it or not, it's the truth. It's the truth. All right, look, I told you guys if you hang in here to the end, I got a special gift for you. Look, next Thursday, I'm doing a live webinar on the topic of finding the one. Doing a live webinar. I've never done this before. I'm gonna drop the juice. I'm gonna drop the how-tos. I'm gonna drop the good stuff, and so you don't want to miss it. You can register by going on. Let me drop the banner for you. You register here. Finding the one. Findingtheone.club is where you get it from, and that's where the live event is going to be held. So jumping on that list right now, go right there right now. Finding the one, it'll get you registered for the mini course as well as for the we'll send out the information for the live course next Thursday. It's next Thursday, and it's going to be good. It's time, you guys. Listen, you've gone long enough. It's time for you to find the one. And we're going to help you do it. All right. All right, you guys, look, hit subscribe, hit that subscribe button. I need you to hit that subscribe button. If you love this content, hit the like button as well. We need everybody to hit that like button as you're coming through here. And it definitely helps the show and it helps you. So look, go to findingtheone.com, club, findingtheone.club and get on with us. And if you need a one-on-one coaching session, reach out to me. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Love Coach Atlanta. All right. So let's make it happen, you guys. We rolling along. You guys have an amazing night. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. Peace and love. Bye.